If it were easy, then it wouldn't be worth it. Now, I want you to imagine a different reality or a dream where you're in the middle of the ocean. You're on a beautiful sailboat. Beautiful. It's like a dream. It is a dream. You have everything you need, everything you could possibly want, all of your desires. You have all of your entertainment. You got TV, you got all of your streaming, you got any video game option, every possible thing that you could want in this world. You have all the clothes, all the watches. Even you got plants on board. You're a gardener. You like to garden. You got a garden. I don't know how that works, but you got it. You're out in the middle of the ocean. You can't see any land. You're not going anywhere. You're right there. You get resupplies every few days. People bring you stuff. What do you want? You say, I want a treadmill. They bring you a treadmill. Ah, great. This is awesome. You can even bring a friend. You got a partner. You got a partner? Bring a partner. You got a friend? Bring a friend. Right? Okay. And this is like, wow, for a while, this is like, woo, this is life. This is amazing. You're living, you got everything you want, anything you could eat, anything you could drink. Wow, it's all there. Eventually, though, you know where this is going. Eventually, you get to a place where you're like, I have everything I could possibly want, but there's something missing. I feel unsatisfied. And so actually the next time that the resupply comes, they present you, they say, oh, you're feeling unsatisfied. Well, I'll give you these oars. And if you want, we don't know what's out there. We don't know what's beyond where you are. But you can take these oars and you can go, you can paddle, you can check. You can paddle a sailboat. I know it's not lining up. It's okay. And yeah, they're like, shoot, we don't know. That's the unknown. That's the great unknown. But I'm sure there's something out there you could find if you want to try something different. And so you're left a few days. You and your friend, you're debating like, what do we do? Because this is really not doing it. I thought it would. And you're debating like, man, like we don't know what's gonna happen if we leave. If we leave here, like we don't get our resupplies anymore. They told us they're not gonna come anymore. They're not gonna help us. But like there's a lot of potential of what's out there. Like we could find land, we could find more people, like we could find civilization. Or maybe even a portal. Maybe there's a portal. I don't know. It could be anything. But it's also like, yeah, we might die. We might die out there. It might be nothing. It might just be this forever. And this is the predicament. And so what do you do? Well, what do you do? What do you think? This is what we are presented with. Now, if they take the paddles and they go, they're choosing a life that is not easy. They're choosing a life that is facing the unknown, facing darkness, facing trial and tribulation. But is that worth it over all of this stuff that you know, all of this stuff that's here? You have everything. Everything. Is it worth going into the unknown to satisfy some itch? Or to leave this, everything that you could possibly want? Now, this is the question for today. Today we're talking about the different paths that you can take in life. We're talking about, look, I imagine that you're watching this video because you've hit a point in this life where you're curious about something more. You're curious about what this life like really has to offer. I've worked with so many people. I've worked with people who um, have chronic pain, and they come to this place in their life where they're like, this thing has taken me down so far that I don't know what's left. I've worked with people who have worked in corporate jobs until they're 40 or something years old, and they come to me and they're like, look, I don't know what to do. Like, I feel like I've wasted the last 20 years of my life being on the ship, right? So if you're watching this video, like maybe this is some type of experience that you're having. Now, also, maybe if you're watching this video, you're in a dark place, maybe a depressive place, maybe a place of addiction, struggling with something, struggling with, what do I do? Like, what does this life have to offer me, right? Like, why are we here? The grand old question of time, of all time. And I want to offer something as someone who is constantly in this process of going into the unknown, and sometimes feeling really comfortable and sometimes floundering. Like, I use those oars, and god damn it, it took me to some cool places, and it took me to some scary places. But you know what? Like, here's, in this situation of these people on the ship, here's the thing, is that what they're missing out on is what life really has to offer. What life really has to offer is not things. It's not food. What it has to offer us is learning, is experiences. Life, now, this is a belief system I have. I'm not trying to push this belief system onto you, but I would like to put it into the space here. And it's that life is constantly giving us opportunities to learn. It's constantly giving us opportunities to look at ourselves and to ask ourselves, what's next? What do I want? And to move in that direction. And in order to move in a certain direction, we have to learn. This is why so many people are stuck these days. Like in my generation, and probably the generations under me, I don't know, there's so much technology that people have become stuck. It's like people can just stay where they are. They don't have to do anything. And so I see just a lot of stuckness. And it's like, how do we work through this stuckness? Well, how do we get there is that we stopped listening to life. We stopped doing what's uncomfortable for us. Now, this isn't a video about like the fitness style, like do what's uncomfortable and push. You gotta push, and like, that we don't need that bullshit here. But it's that in a different way. It's that, hey, life is presenting you with opportunities all the time to push yourself, to look at that hard thing, to look at that pattern that you have, or to step up in your professional life and do the next step, right? And man, if we just keep doing the easy thing, then we're never gonna, like, nothing's ever gonna change. We're never gonna grow, but also we're never gonna feel satisfied, because we're here to learn. Maybe you start looking at life that way and ask, is this true? I don't know, but I think so. I think maybe that we're here to learn, and it's not meant to be easy. Now, I have been in the spiritual world a lot. Like along my journey, I've done so many things. Like, I've gone to festivals, I've gone to yoga festivals, I've gone to plant medicine circles. I've sat with different Buddhist teachers and Taoist teachers and all of this stuff. Okay, many years of this, and I've seen so many things. And very common thing I see is let's open our heart chakra, right? Let's do this heart opening. Let's do right. Okay. Sorry if I'm imitating you. But we hear it all the time. We see all the time. We make fun of it all the time. We do it. I do. I've done it. I've done all of this. Okay. I know. I've done it. Okay, we want to open our heart chakra. Why is the heart chakra not open right now? Why is it not open already? You ever thought about that? Well, I'll give you a hint. Because it's closed. Because it's blocked. Okay. Now, if you're not down with the word chakra, just the heart. Why is the heart closed? Okay, why is it not open? It's because it's blocked. Now, what does that mean? If it's blocked and we want it to be open, it doesn't mean we need to do this cool meditations and and some ketamine. Like, I mean, ketamine's great, but like, there's this like la la land of like, let's do this spiritual stuff, and that's you being on the boat. Got everything you need. Cool. Cool. Okay. But do you want to experience life? Do you want life to feel enjoyable? Do you want to feel like life is expansive? Like every day has meaning? Do you want to feel joy? Do you want to feel pleasure? Like real pleasure, not that bullshit dopamine pleasure. Well, boy, we've got to step into the unknown. We've got to dig into ourselves. And we've got to look. We got to take a look at these blocks and these hard things. And no, this plays in somehow. I just have to say it because it's what I'm feeling. So I've been talking a lot on this channel about these blocks. Now, what I'm saying, if you've been watching the channel, it's not new, but it's a new way of saying it. I welcome you into this. Like, check out my videos if you haven't seen them. But what I haven't talked about much yet is like surrender. And this path, this thing that's happening in the world, there's a thing that's happening in the world. The people are waking up. It's happening all over. And it's happening fast. Now what happens though is that we have these like awakenings. We have awakening here and awakening there, a little awakening. And we sort of think that it's gonna be all good from there. It's like, oh yeah, now I'm awake. But we have to like, it's not. Unless you're like an Eckhart Tolle where you get that one like boom blast off, right? Which you could. This is how this weaves in. Is that you take an Eckhart Tolle. If you don't know Eckhart Tolle, he had a spontaneous awakening where it just poof, like enlightenment. And pause. Okay, I'm back. I got interrupted by this amazing older fella who wanted to talk about meditation. So we're here. I believe I was just talking about Eckhart's spontaneous enlightenment, how that relates to all this that I'm talking about here. Well, someone like that, they go through an experience where in one go, they let go of everything all at once. Everything. Relationships, materials, ideologies, identifications, everything at once, they let go. And so now there's nothing bounding them. There's no attachments, right? But that's not how it happens for all of us, right? For most of us, it's a slow letting go process, but this is the thing. It's a slow surrendering process. Now, this is for me, man, this is where it gets really real. This is like where I've been trying to get to in the video this whole time. Is that surrender is the path. Now, those guys on the boat, or women, I don't know, those people on the boat, they had this choice. Okay, what do I do? Do I stay in this ease? Do I go into this discomfort? Now, what I'm talking about in this video is going into that discomfort. What happens when you go into it? Well, you face hardship and challenge. You face all the stuff you've been pushing away for a long time. What do we need to do when this stuff comes up? We need to surrender. We need to surrender to it. Now, surrender is a word that in our culture is like, it tends to be negative, looked down upon. Like, oh, you surrender, you're weak. You surrender to the enemy. This is not what we're talking about. Surrender is a deep allowing of what is to be what is. So I'm here, and there's all these cool plants in the background. I'm sitting on a log you probably can't see. But what if I just hate those plants? It's like, those are the worst. They're stupid. Well, then I'm gonna be sitting here thinking about how much I hate those plants. And it's gonna ruin my video. It's gonna ruin my afternoon. But like, what if I just, if what I really do hate them. Like, what if I'm like, I really hate them, but I don't want that to ruin my afternoon. What do I need to do? I need to be okay with those plants. I need to change my goddamn attitude, right? I need to be like, okay, like, I'm okay with those plants. In fact, actually, I'm more than okay with them. I'm gonna let them in. I'm gonna like really look at them. I'm gonna really like take them in, right? And let those plants be what they are, and be okay with that. Now, that's a funny example, but surrender is a deep, deep letting go into what is real. If you have a feeling in your body, that's real. If you have pain, that's real. Can we let go into that? Can we allow that? Can we be present with that? Surrender is what most of our culture, when I say our culture, I can only speak for the United States. This is where I live, spent most of my time. Our culture can't do it. We're too afraid. We think we know. You can't surrender if you think you know. If you think you know the answers, if you think you know how all of this works, any of it works, you can't surrender. You have to give up all of it, to give up everything. When you do this, it all opens up. Now, this is not easy. I'm going to share this. I work with psychedelics. I work with mushrooms pretty often. I don't know, somewhat often. Depends who you talk to. Often enough. And I'm not enlightened. I'm a guy. I'm just a guy doing this stuff, learning. And every single time, I'm pretty sure every single time that I've ever eaten them, I get to a place where I'm like, oh, this is so hard. This is so hard. For whatever reason. Every time it's different. And I just can't. It's just, oh God, it's so much. It's just so much. And I've gotten a lot better at it now. But I get to this place where I'm like, dude, you're just resisting this. You're resisting the plant. Now, what am I resisting? I mean, it could be a bunch of stuff. It could just be reality. It could be this reality that they're showing, or it could be something that I'm seeing inside myself that I don't like. I don't like this. But now it's like, okay, I see that I'm resisting something, and it's just like, this is real. Can I surrender? Can I surrender into this? Can I just allow this? How do I let go and just allow what this is to be what it is? And it's just like fully like, oh, okay, okay. I'm just really gonna be here and breathe here, be here and breathe here, and soften. Just be okay with it. Not only be okay with it, but like, go ahead. You, that feeling, that thing, go ahead. Have your way with me. That sounds interesting. That sounds crazy, but that's what it is. Now when we choose the path, we accept that life is not easy, and that an easy life is not going to give us what we want. That what we're really after is learning and developing and growing. We're not even really after like becoming a hero, becoming like a mythological person. It's just like we just want to be involved in life. Just want to be present with life and be involved and be learning and be growing. If we choose that path, then we're gonna run into hard stuff. This is natural. That's the point. And when we run into hard stuff, it's best if we learn to surrender, to let go. To realize that maybe I don't know everything. Maybe I'm not perfect. Maybe I've lacked integrity. Maybe I've hurt someone. Maybe I have shame and guilt. Maybe I haven't been honest with myself. That's okay. It's okay. How do I let go into this? Can I notice that I'm resisting? Can I notice I'm resisting life? Resisting myself? Resisting nature? Reality? You're gonna, not you, but like people, hit a place in their life where it all feels like it's caving in and closing on them. I mean, raise your hand if you don't know someone that's happened to. Now, for some people, it happens in a really crazy way. Their life just starts to crumble. Let's take one of these people, for example. Let's say, for example, though, that they chose this hard stuff, because some people don't choose it. It just happens. And life is asking them to change and grow and learn, I think. And so this is happening to someone. When you get to that place where your professional life is falling apart, you're losing your wife or your husband, something happened to a kid that you have. Uh, I'm not trying to manifest this. I'm just speaking to something that happens to people. Well, what is left for you to do? What does your knowledge do for you? All the things that you know. What does your perfection do for you in that moment? Not much. Not much. All the things that you have, what do those do for you? All the food that you love, what does that do for you? Not much. And what is there left to do? Surrender. To lay on the ground and cry. To ask for help. Ask for something. to acknowledge that you don't know, to acknowledge that it's hard, life is hard, and that's okay. But also to acknowledge that this is, holy shit, everything is falling around me. Everything is falling around me. And I'm still here. If everything could fall and you're still here, what does that mean? So, this is likely a video that will land at some point for you. Like, it might not land today in the way of like, you might not know what to do, but there will come a time in your life where you'll remember this and you'll think, I think I need to let go and surrender right now instead of fighting this. And when that happens for you, I encourage that you go as deeply into that as possible. Fall to the ground. Let go. Don't hold your feelings back. Don't hold anything back. Just let it fly. See what happens. See what happens when you really let go. God, all this stuff we've held on to for so long. All this stuff, like, everyone is holding on to stuff, like, for their whole lives. Keeping it together. I'm good. I'm good. You good? I'm good. I'm good. You good? I'm good. No, we're not good. It's okay. It's okay. There's nothing to hold together. Surrender. Let go. Let go now. If you're in a place where you can do that now, try it. If you're just watching this video and you like it, cool. But it's good to acknowledge that we're here to learn. If you take this perspective, everything opens up for you. If you can be humble enough to like bring yourself down a little bit, like take yourself a little less seriously, like you're gonna learn a lot. You're gonna see a lot. Life's gonna become like more enjoyable, more pleasurable, it's gonna start to show you stuff. I was just talking to this guy that interrupted my video. And he's like, oh yeah, but I studied meditation since I was like 20. And this guy must have been like 70, maybe more. And he was like telling me like, hey, I just started this stuff, way back when, and then no, I just chose that I was gonna do it. And he said, then everything just started opening up for me. I just got all these gifts. Like I ran into all these teachers and all this knowledge and all this wisdom, and my life became like so much better. And it's just a gift. My life is a gift. And he's sitting here like sharing me literally his gifts. He's like, here, I want to show you this. And it's just, what's here for us all the time. So I've talked way too long. I hope that this is helpful in some way. Look, if this is resonating, I've got a couple programs. You can see them in the links below. It all teaches you how to relax, how to surrender, how to let go. It also teaches you how to feel again, how to come inside and feel deeper, to feel what's real inside of you, and to release what's real inside of you. So if you want, check those out in the links below. And yeah, have a blessed day. Thank you so much for joining me. Adios.